Hello everyone. It's James again. And before I start today's video, I just want to quickly say, all work in this video contains 100% original content of and by myself James Smith, otherwise known as Bgood 4000, and was uniquely created with NAWMAL software, by myself James Smith. As I purchased commercial rights from NAWMAL to produce my unique and original video with this software. Commentary is uniquely my own thoughts, feelings, and expressions. Now that I have that out of the way, I hope everyone is doing better than fantastic. Today I want to talk about something very important. It's the reason why a great many people are unable to see the narcissists' con game, even when it's right in front of their face. And this can be from a work relationship, to a new or old friendship, to a romantic relationship, and even when talking about in very high levels of society. But here's the thing. A narcissist can be anywhere and they can be anyone. No matter if they are on the bottom rung of life, or if they are at the top. And no matter where they are at, they still run their narcissist con games on others. And why is it a great many people are unable to see their con game for what they are? Well, though in the great many of years, though there has been a blur or a graying of the area of who's a bad person and who's a good person, based on the entertainment a great many people consume. Several years ago, it was simple. There were those that were good, and those that were bad. Then somewhere along the line, there was a creation of the good person that was bad, or the bad person that was good in some respects. But even though this is the case, unless we see someone that just does nothing but bad, we fall to our default settings of thinking we must have misunderstood what we heard, or we should give this person another chance in our lives. In a great amount of work settings, you might have the company's owners do something that is not very good for the workers, and it actually puts the workers in a bad life spot. Then we are told by our supervisors that it's just a big miscommunication and to give the owners a chance. You see, we are flawed people ourselves. We understand others are flawed as well. And we want to do the right things and give others a chance when they've done wrong. But you see, the narcissist uses this fact along with their mastery. Utter mastery of pulling back when they feel they've overreached, to get you to stay asleep to what and who they really are. And what I mean by being a master or their utter mastery of pulling back is the sweet mean cycle we talk about here, or the narcissist do test. You see, a part of the narcissist con is to win you over with fake kindness. They might give you gifts. They tell you all kinds of wonderful things about yourself. They compliment you all over the place. You are nothing but the best in their eyes. Or so it seems. And when they have you built up so high, they will start to do things completely or sometimes slightly different, depending on the narcissist, than what they were doing before. And then almost just as quick as they mistreated you, or they acted out of character of what you know them to be, they switch back to the nice, loving, honest, helpful and kind person. Now those that are familiar with dealing with these types of individuals know that over time, the distance between the bad and the good treatment gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Once the narcissist feels like they have you conditioned and controlled to a certain extent, they may treat you worse more often. But though that is the case, they always know the right time to pull back and treat you good all over again. And I want to stress this can happen in any and all walks of life. And what this is designed to do is to keep you unaware of the narcissist con game they are playing on you. Narcissists, the smart ones anyways, they want you to question your own thoughts and even your own sanity within regards to your dealings with them. And if you are caught in the state of second guessing, it's so easy for them to run their con game and have people completely unaware what is happening. And even more so, they might get things to where you might not even get to the point of second guessing. Because the narcissist's actions are so subtle. You or others might not even notice something toxic is happening in the background. And this is how narcissists grow in their power, and this is how narcissists gain whatever control they are looking to gain over others. Narcissists work hard refining their craft of lying, manipulation and deflection and projection. They want it to become so organic and so natural you might not even raise an eyebrow to what is happening. And if someone does, they will be told they are just overreacting. They will look like they are the person with the problem, not the narcissist that is turning everyone against them. They also make themselves somehow exempt from questioning. Such as in the work scenario. You are often directed to question everything else except the owners that have made certain toxic policies or ways of doing business. Or if you are in a romantic relationship, you have to look at yourself, not what the other person is doing. Now I agree, looking at oneself is important, because hopefully that will lead you to getting out of toxic relationships. But oftentimes when people are told this, they are told it from the perspective of the other party is innocent and you are somehow guilty. And over the years of being conditioned to view your interactions this way, you start believing it. And you stop questioning the things and people around you that you should be questioning. Because people's thought process is, well, they did some good. As if those that have toxic motives are incapable of doing good to get to that end goal they have. In their mind, they have to come out of the gate doing bad from day one and continue to be doing bad today for you to see there is a problem. And you add this in with the narcissist knowing the right time, just like a perfect dance, on when to take a step back and or start to behave nice again. They feel they can keep this act up for life. And the narcissists, I believe, they not only see it as a cat and mouse game, but they see it as an artistic dance. They know where to step and how to step. And it's because of that no one holds them accountable. And a great many people don't walk away from dealing with them. And if they do get to that point, they are usually tied so deep in with them, they end up losing something of great value for the ability to gain their freedom. This is why not only boundaries are important, though you might get taken by one or two instances of them pulling back, but even if it happens again 3 years later. And this is so important. Because narcissists in the beginning will wait long periods of times in between their bad and good behaviors sometimes, just to get you roped in. Even if you have to write these dates down on an index card so you remember. Do it. So you can say, wait a minute. This person is trying to trap me. Same thing with your bosses, or so-called friend, or people way beyond and at the top of life, or what society calls the top of life. What's the real motive here? What does this person or these people really want? And it's control. It's narcissistic supply. And the best way for a narcissist to get control is not all in one shot. Most narcissists know this doesn't work for the most part. Imagine if narcissists had a workshop to teach other narcissists how to be effective narcissists. The first thing they would say is, don't lead with outright narcissism. Pretend you're nice to get your target or targets to drop their guards. Then slowly work on them mentally. So when the narcissist reaches to gain power and control, the target will be completely unaware to even look and see what is happening. Then when it's all too late, the narcissist can let their mask completely drop, because they will be helpless and stuck. Open your eyes, people. This is the game narcissists have been playing on us since the beginning of time. And with each passing year they get better at it. But the big question is, what can I do about it? Again, if you have to write down on an index card each and every time something weird happens with a particular person, and at the end of it all, if you can take out these pieces of index cards and see if you see a pattern. Look. Even the best of people can do and say some really bad things. All of us are flawed. But narcissists are on a different level, where you feel bad for the wrong they've done. The narcissist feels good. But it's us thinking everyone thinks like us. that they must certainly feel bad for their bad actions towards us or to others. Well, I have news for you. Despite the act they put on, they don't feel bad at all. Not one little bit. If anything, they are grinning and smiling on the inside for the horrible things they've done to you and to others. This is where self-protection is very important. Sure, you might get a situation very wrong. But the worst case is you walked away from someone and moved on with your life. But the more people can see these games, the more people can prevent those that have this toxic trait of narcissism from rising in society. We are often told that those that have such problems are a small portion of the population. And as a result, we don't even think about these things when we encounter certain people in our daily lives, or how we see others in the more popular spheres of life. However, when we see it through the lens of there are greater numbers of people possibly that have this terrible problem than what we were previously aware of, things start to make a lot more sense. Not only about the people that directly were in our lives, but also a great many things we've either seen from afar or noticed at a distance. The first step is to realize this is their tactic. This is what they do. They try to confuse you and do everything possible to throw you off of their trail that they are toxic. And once you understand that, you start to see the almost invisible trail they are leaving behind. And this is so important, because your life can be consumed by dealing with one narcissist after the next. And these very narcissists can go undetected and not only affect you but a great many others out there. Narcissism is real. Narcissists are real. And so are their tactics and methods. And it's time people open their eyes and see them for what they really are. With that said, I do hope your day is blessed. And until next time, bye for now. And be good to yourself.